Hey guys, it's Michelle with Sweet Pea Farm, and today I'm going to show you how to do a quick Christmas craft. I made these little chicken shaped wreaths with my 4-H club the other day, and they had a ball, so I thought I would show you guys how to do it. It's a great craft because it also repurposes things, because the frame that we use is just a metal wire hanger. So you untwist the wire hanger from the neck, and you're aiming for a shape something like this. Now this doesn't look necessarily like a chicken, but we're going to cover it with the greenery and decorations. So materials besides the wire hanger, you need some non-lit soft garland. I just got this at a local department store. I think it was $7 for 50 feet, which would make like 4 wreaths probably, maybe 5. I got some different colored burlap ribbons. I got red for the wattles and the comb. I got tan for the wing and the beak, or you can use different things for the beak. I got plaid for decorative, like to hang it with and to put a bow around its neck. And you also need a pipe cleaner for twisting the wire that you hang it with on. You need scissors to be able to cut everything, and a hot glue gun to make it stick to the hanger so it stays better. So garland, hanger, ribbons for decoration, a pipe cleaner, and a glue gun. That's all you need. Scissors. And so you just untwist the wire hanger at the neck, and you leave one point intact because that's going to be like your tail, like the tail feather point. And then you're just going to twist. You want kind of a roundy spot for the chest. This you want kind of slopey down for the top. Twist it where you want the neck. Make some sort of head shape. It doesn't have to be perfect because, again, the garland is going to cover it, and then the decorations are going to make it even better. So there we have our quasi chicken shape, and then we're just going to get started with our garland. So I should have measured, I haven't had an opportunity because, like I said, I did this with a bunch of kids, how much one chicken takes for the garland, because you probably don't need, if you just want to make one wreath, you don't need all 50 feet. It's also going to take me half an hour to find the start of the, where it started here. I'm never going to get it unwrapped. Sweet Lord. Oh, there we go. Finally, we got an end. Okay, so I started with my Eva's playing with Play-Doh over there, so she's noisy. So I started with my tail end, and I just put a large line of glue on the hanger. I stick that on and kind of wrap it around and hold that on there for a moment. Let that stick. Okay, so once you have your tail on and glued, and the glue is cool, you're just going to keep wrapping and glue every once in a while on the hanger. Mommy. My toddler is trying to help today. And you just wrap over the 2 wires across so it fills the middle in. And every once in a while you just throw some hot glue on there. Make sure you wrap over the hot glue so it's going to stick in place. And we're just going to wrap it all the way through. Get the garland off that thing there. And I kind of alternate, some glue on the top, some glue on the bottom, just because I want to make sure it's sticking everywhere. And you want to wrap it pretty closely so that you don't have any like openings in the, see-through holes. Gotta get some more glue. Hold on one second. Okay, refilled my glue. Should have had that on hand. Make sure you have plenty of hot glue on hand because I feel like it goes so fast. Keep glue in. When you get up to the chest, you just keep wrapping it. This you might want to put a little extra glue on when you get to these angled parts here because, you know, it's a little more likely to slip off naturally, but you just want to continue wrapping until we have the whole thing covered, and you see I'm just kind of glopping the hot glue on there to get it to stick good. I'm actually going to cover this whole front part with glue, and that way I can be sure that it stays where I want it to. Okay, so now we're up to our head, and you just do the same thing. You're going to kind of wrap around the neck once. I just dropped my garland, but that's okay. Hot glue, wrap. And like I said, don't spend a ton of time worrying about your hanger shape being perfect, because you're going to see how this wonky looking hanger will get covered up and look like a chicken. You can make a duck. I had kids make, somebody made a bunny and somebody made a goat at my 4-H meeting. So when you get to the end, you just snip it off, and you kind of want to hold it tight to make sure it sticks on the nose there. So now we have our chicken body covered, and this is the fun part. So now you want to decide which way you want it facing, if you want it facing this way or that way, because you only decorate one side, or I did at least. You're going to cut a length of burlap or whatever ribbon you're using to make the wing, and kind of hold it onto the wreath to see where you want it and what shape. And then I just cut a wing-like shape out of the ribbon. I'm going to see how that looks and if I like it. I think that's a little bigger than I want, so I'm going to trim it down a bit. I got the toddler to be happy by watching cartoons. Whatever works, right? She just wants to help, really, and obviously this is hot glue involved, so not great. So there's the wing. I'm going to glue that on. I put the glue on the ribbon, not on the chicken, because then we know that the exact parts are going to have contact with the glue that we want to stick on the top, and that way it's safe to say that it'll stick well. I live in upstate New York, so it's actually pretty snowy out right now, so I want these to be able to go outside in the snow. Like, the rain might do some damage to the green stuff, I don't know, but okay. So wing is glued on where I want it. Now I'm gonna get a little piece of the red that I'm using, and I'm gonna cut a comb shape out of one edge. I just make 3 little bumps to make it look like the chicken comb. And then I'm going to use the other side to make the wattle. And that's just like half of a teardrop. All right, and then I'm going to use some of these scrap from the wing and cut a beak shape out. I think Chloe did hers with pipe cleaner. So she just bent a piece of pipe cleaner and glued that on to make the beak. I'll show you in a sec. Okay, so this is what I'm using. Chloe did a bent pipe cleaner instead of the burlap. So you can definitely, if you're doing this with kids, you can let them have at it. So I put the beak on first, and I just put the glue on the edge that I'm gluing on. So the beak is in place, and then I do the same with the comb and the wattles. I just put a heavy amount of glue on the part on the very base that I'm sticking on, and I place that where I want it. Ta-da! I got this idea because so many people are making real ones of these, and I love that, but there's two problems with that. A, I'm cheap, and those are expensive. And B, most of those people are making them out of actual like balsam, and then they won't be good for next year. So, see, I've already gone through another whole stick. All right, so I put the wattle glue on, and that's going on there. Okay, so now we have all the parts, and now I'm gonna trim up. I don't want all this green sticking out in front of the beak and the wattle. So I'm just gonna trim that back a little so that it makes the beak and the comb. I just trimmed here and here so that the beak and the comb stuck out a little bit better. And now I think I'm gonna give her a bow around her neck with some of my plaid ribbon. Then I'm just going to use the pipe cleaner. Actually, first I'm going to hot glue some of this together so that it cools while I'm doing the other thing. I'm just gonna take a line of hot glue and stick that together so that it makes a loop. And that can cool off while I'm doing the bow. I think for the 4-H kids I had gotten little pre-made bows that had twist ties on them. I just got those at Dollar General. I did. See, they're just smaller bows. And they twist tied on there just so that the kids didn't have to worry about tying a bow, and it just made it easier. I wonder if I cut the ribbon long enough or not. This might be a little, cutting it a little close, but I just wrapped this around her neck. And I'm making not the best bow in the world because it's not my forte. Oh, but when you fluff it out, it looks way better. Hold on. I'm sorry you guys can't see this. I just don't have the camera that I need to make some of these videos as well as I should. Okay, so now she has a little bow on her neck. I'm gonna take the pipe cleaner and find the hanger up by her, the small of her back, if you will. I don't know if chickens have the small of their back, but, and stick that through. And you can either use that as the hanger, which some of my kids did, or you can take the ribbon that you, that I hot glued before, and I'm gonna twist this on way down at the base, and then I'm gonna use my twist tie to go over that. And there you go. You have a chicken wreath. I hope you guys enjoyed this craft. If you haven't already, make sure that you subscribe to our channel. We're getting ready to do a lot more do-it-yourself ornament ideas and Christmas decorations. So have a great rest of your day. Thanks so much.